Hello students, welcome to Art short term course. So in today's session we're going to learn human portrait. For this I'm going to take the soft pastel set and two cotton buds, and I've already prepared the sketch and I've also masked my pastel paper, and I'm just picking up the colors. So we are using blue, black, yellow ochre, and white and red, light green and dark green. So let me keep these all colors aside. And now let's start with her face. So I'm taking the peach color first and I'm gonna color her entire face with peach color. As you can see, I'm not going over the hair. I'm just going smooth in the edges. So first I covered up the edges and now I'm coloring the cheeks and the other parts of the face. You need not press the soft pastel and then do it. It's okay. You apply a very light pressure so that you get this nice effect. Okay, so now I have completed peach color for the face. So I'll be just giving a pink shade for the nose and the cheekbones to add the blush for her. So observe where I'm giving the blush or the darker shade on the nose. So it is very much important that you give the shades only on that particular part. So when you're using the same shadings and the highlightings which I'm giving, so there is a reason behind it. So for the nose, I want the nose to appear bulged. So it has to be in front of her face. So it should not be like it has got stick to the face, isn't it? So in order to get that kind of effect, it is mandatory that we have to add certain shades and highlights. I'm giving a dark brown outline for the lips and the jawline. So pink, I have not colored it completely. Here and there I have given it a soft shade. So now I have taken my cotton bud and I'm like just blending the colors. So I'm mixing both pink and the peach color and I'm blending it and I'm making it an even tone. And now I'm taking my white soft pastel and I'm going with the edges. So as you can see, I'm using my hands now. Why is that I'm using hands? Do you have any idea? So whenever we use cotton bud or tissue paper, it always appears that the soft pastel will lose a lot. So lots of soft pastel will come over the paper and we lose the colors. So in order to avoid that, we can definitely use our hands. So now I have just taken a powder of the pink color and I have created the blush. So according to me, what I do is in order to keep the color, I always use my hands. But you can also use cotton bud and tissue paper and get the same effect. And now I'm coloring the eyes. So I can see her eyes is with green and blue shade. So I'm using green and blue shade as well. Okay, for the left eye I have used only black color. I'm not using any other color. And now I'm making the eyelid for the girl using my soft pastel. If you're feeling this difficult, you can always use your black color pencil or black charcoal pencil as well. Now I'm giving the white shade next to the eye. I'm giving the highlight using white color. So wherever the highlights you see, you have to give the white color. I hope everyone knows by this time. I'm giving the highlight for the nose as well now. And some highlights for the cheek to make the cheekbone appear bulged. And now I'm giving a slight red shade for the nose, and then I'm also giving the lip color, a complete dark lips. And now here, as I need the highlight, I'm not using white color here, so I'm just using my cotton bud and I'm just spreading the same color which I have used. Now our lips are done. Using the same red, I'm just giving a dark shadow underneath the jawline, and I'm using some blue and white color near the cheeks, and I'm spreading it with my hands. So now let's start coloring the hair. So I'm using my light blue color, soft pastel, and I'm giving the outlines and the shades of strokes of the hair. So wherever we need the lighter strokes of the hair, so for that particular area, I'm using the blue soft pastel, and wherever we need the darker shade, I'll be using the darker blue. So now let me take the darker blue and let me add the strokes of the hair. So now I'm adding the darker blue strokes for the hair. As you can see, I'm not going from top to bottom because we have the lighter shades of green and pink and all. So we can take risk mixing the colors. So I'm going from bottom to top. So at the end, we will make some strokes in the edge. Okay, so that we won't mess up with our painting. So be very careful while giving the strokes for the hair. That's very much important. And now I'm using a flat side of the soft pastel and I'm creating this stroke. So a flat side is enough. You need not search for the sharp edge and create the slight slant strokes and all. Is not necessary. I'm mixing some green as well. I'm just giving her some bangs near her cheeks. I'm just blending the hair now with my hands. You can even use your tissue paper or the cotton bud. Also, you can use your blending stump. Definitely that will work too. Now it's almost done. Now let us give the highlights for the hair. So I'm using my white color and I'm giving the highlights for the hair. I'm just giving a slight blend because we need that highlight to be seen, so we won't blend it completely. So we need the highlight to be seen. So I'll just give a soft touch. Now I have added the highlight for the hair as well. So I'm adding more highlight because it is not completely visible as I expected. So I'm just adding more highlights for the hair. And now we are doing the background. So for the background, I'm using my blue soft pastel and I'm holding it completely flat and I'm giving the shade. So like this, you have to go over on it again and again. And also, as you can see, I'm using my green color soft pastel as well. I'm mixing both. And here I'm using some ochre yellow or yellow ochre color. I'm mixing on the top and the bottom too. And over it, I'm using some white soft pastel and I'll be blending it. So now I'm just blending the yellow ochre and green and blue, which we have already done. So after this, we will add some white soft pastel and we will give it a complete highlighting shade. So now I'll give my white soft pastel. Now you can see a highlight in the background, but we can also make the background darker by using the same technique and the same method. So you just have to do it one more time, but you can apply a little more pressure for that so that the background comes dark and neat. Just adding the highlight for the nose. So once completed, you can always check your image, and if you feel if there is a highlight or some darker shade is required, you can always correct it. I'm just finishing all the highlighting part. I'm just giving the strokes of her eyelids. And now I'm giving a slight black shade for her hair. Now as you can see, our artwork is done. I'm just adding a single line stroke of the hair so it appears natural and realistic. Okay, so now it has been done. So you can remove the masking tape. Also, as I informed you, you can also give the darker shade of the background. It will also look good. So now if you can see, I have given the darker shade of the background. This is also looking good, and also have added some highlights near her cheekbones. So practice this again and again, and we'll meet you in the next session. Bye.